Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USF's offense is on the field for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
But they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Trying to set up the screen. He's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Brown will throw it. Keeps the play going. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Makes a move. Touchdown, Gator! Special teams proving to be special. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Norton. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Brown wants to pass. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make.
Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Escapes the sack. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep points.
The Bulls decide to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's Sturdivant. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Reads it, fires complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. Playing way too many snaps.
The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gators! 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Brown will throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On the option. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Spins away from the defense. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down. they'll try to pick it up through the air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And we get suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Norton. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls and fires complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's ball. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense got it. They're on the run. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Turning it on. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Bulls.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gators in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's caught. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Gators with the first and 10. That's caught. It's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. It's Sturdivant. Oh, out of space. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 77-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. But who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Looking for room, it's Norton. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. To the air, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Gator! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Bulls will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The RPO, it's complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense. And their team...
Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll line up for a second down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Norton. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him in. Room to set up a big return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. They're working that left side. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Hawkins. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is...
It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Sweet cut there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to change this route. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The Bulls need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He wants a big play here late. He's got it at the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out.